It doesn't seem, like, terrible. It's like a gun I need to try out, that's for sure.
Oh.
Boost reduced when hit. Oh, hey, maybe I shouldn't use this.
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
Generic intro into that goes. We're here back with some more Battle Weapon Academies. Today we have Babyface's Blaster, which I don't think is a gun I have used because I think it makes scouts slower or something. And you know I love going fast, and I love fast characters, so that's probably why I've never used before. We're going to learn about it today, though. This video is by Fish Stick on a Stick. You want to check out the original video. It's the first link in the description. Also in my description, you can find my Patreon and my Discord server and my Twitch and all that fun stuff. You can definitely check those out. It's completely free. You can also subscribe. I would greatly appreciate that so you don't miss that. You've shown so much support with these videos, so thank you to everybody that shows up to these videos and leaves a comment. I read every single comment, so leave some down below. I hope you're having a great day. Hopefully I can make it better. And just shout out to just everybody that supported me as we rebuild the channel, as it was deleted a year ago. Also, the gaming channel should have a new video going up tomorrow, I hope. And then hopefully soon, if my brother actually, you know, starts making my desk, because he's had the materials for 2 weeks now, I'll start streaming Team Fortress 2 on Twitch. So hopefully that'll happen soon. Like I said, Patrons get videos a day early. Shout out to them. Shout out to everybody watching these videos. I love you all. Let's go ahead and jump on into the Babyface's Blaster. I don't think I've ever used this gun before. Oh, speed. Y'all know I like speed. Y'all know I like speed characters. You watch my Death Battle series? I'm also a fast person myself. I was actually running on the beach this past weekend.
Come on, step it up.
Me and my friend were doing sprints, and we're like the exact same speed.
Too easy.
I've never used this thing, I don't think. I thought the Babyface Blaster makes you slower. Maybe it makes you faster, actually. Maybe I need to use it. Is he still on fire? Yeah, he's still on fire. Oh, wow. I like how he has the little effects.
We should do this again sometime.
Is this like music from a Sonic game, I'm guessing? That's my guess. I don't know, I've never played Sonic. Which probably surprises zero of you. Oh. That's a Smash thing, I'm pretty sure, right? I reacted to Smash trailers.
Welcome
That's
to
playing
Bad
on my
Weapon
channel.
Academy, where we take a look at the worst weapons TF2
Thank
has
you all
to
so much for
offer,
the support you're showing
and I
these, by
show
the
you
way.
how to best utilize them. Today we're
I have
going
a
to be
game channel
looking
on
at
Twitch
what
and all
may
that.
be the
Patreon.
biggest fallen giant we're going to take a look at in this series, the Babyface's Blaster. A few years ago, I would have gotten crucified by the Church of Skunts for even implying the blaster was a bad weapon. But these days, it's basically universally agreed upon that it's useless. I don't think I can put how punishing this weapon is any better than
Oh my god, he just like rocket
Think
jumped.
of every gun in the game. Now imagine they're all the Natasha.
Sponsored.
Yeah, that sounds like it fucking sucks,
Oops,
right?
all
And it
Natasha.
does. The way this
I'd
gun
eat that
used
cereal.
to roll is that you'd gain a
Star.
speed boost.
Hey,
by
I've
hitting
reacted
your
to Star's
enemies,
video.
But if you double jumped, you lost
a quarter of it.
This came at the cost of damage and then clip size after the 2 Cities update. Still though, this was a mainstay for scout mains for ages, and it was hard to get into a pub without seeing one. But lately, it's more surprising to see one at all, and to understand why we have to look at the stats.
I've never used it.
By dealing damage to your enemies, you gain a significant
move speed
boost.
on where?
Normally, Scout moves at 133% movement speed, about 400 hammer units a second. But
Hammer unit? What's a hammer unit?
Completely, you now move at 173% speed, or 520 hammer units
wait,
a second.
he goes faster?
You fill it entirely by doing 100 damage, which isn't too hard when you're as mobile as a scout.
Guess
but there are
not.
drawbacks, as with most weapons.
Which
For
are?
starters, you start off 10% slower, about 120%
I mean, I love the Force of Nature, so
speed, or
I'm an Australian
360
one, so.
hammer units a second. What this means is that this is a sort of snowball weapon, kind of like the Airstrike or the Eilander. You start off weaker than you normally would be, but by getting
once you get the ball rolling,
people, you manage to increase your effectiveness. It's worth mentioning, though, that your lower base speed will actually soft buff your enemy spies, as if your teammates see you walking around slower than normal with a baby face, they'll think that's just the way it is and be less suspicious, so be mindful of that. You'll also be spy checked regularly, which can be kind of annoying. Speaking of spies,
who
you also
gets annoyed by a spy
boost
check?
From disguise spies, which is a real pain in the ass, especially considering how often you run into spies as an observant scout. To mitigate how hard you're going to be to damage since you're going at Sonic the Hedgehog speeds, you also lose most of your boost upon double jumping. 75% of it. This isn't great, but it's a fair trade-off.
That's
you lose
weird.
vertical mobility in exchange
Just
for
don't
highly
double jump.
increased horizontal
Fast.
mobility. And even then, thanks to your boosted momentum, there's jumps you couldn't normally make with one jump that are now accessible to you, especially if you use the winger. So in a lot of situations,
the
it
winger.
isn't that big a hindrance.
Just so much
However,
mobility.
more often than not, I find myself accidentally double jumping when I was really just sliding off an edge or incline and then accidentally jumping in midair, making me lose a lot of my boost. I like the option to double jump as a last-ditch effort when you know running alone isn't going to cut it, or when you need the extra jump during your period of having
It's
no
nice to...
boost.
Oh, no,
But at the same time, situations like this make the mechanic fairly annoying. You also have a reduced clip size, and look, I know you're going to give me shit in the comments for calling it a clip like you did last episode, but that's what it says on the stats, so that's what I'm going with, okay?
Yeah, I mean...
Anyway, 4 shots instead of 6.
It's a magazine.
Again, this is fair. Scout is already great at being fast and doing lots of damage, so if you're going to make him really good at one of those, it's okay to make him worse at the other, at least in sustained fights. This is a run-in,
it doesn't seem
damage,
like
get out quick
terrible.
gun. All right, this seems
Something
like
a gun I need to
decently
try
balanced
out,
side
that's
break.
for sure.
Let's wrap things up and
Boost reduced when hit.
Boost
Oh,
reduced
hey, maybe I
when
shouldn't use
hit.
this.
These 4 words do not accurately describe how punishing this is.
Yeah,
This
that sounds
factor
terrible.
alone makes this weapon due for an episode because it is as painful as eating your own fingers. This was a mechanic introduced after it was discovered that, when at full boost, the Scout would actually outrun his own hitbox, making him notoriously
Oh, yeah, people told me
difficult.
about this.
So rather than simply fixing that issue, they did this. 25
That's
damage.
not nice.
That's it. That is all it takes to bring a boost meter from 100 to 0.
25 damage, that's
damage
it?
to some classes.
Yeah.
That's 2 shots from the pistol at mid-range. 3 shotgun pellets. The very edge of a soldier's rocket. A shot from the fucking Latranger. A butter knife. And Scout's stock melee can bring you down to nothing. Even fall damage will do this.
Annoying.
You literally can't
Fall
stop
damage?
from happening unless you double jump. That thing that also
And that gets rid of
massively
your...
reduces your boost. So it's a choice of how you want to lose
This
your
thing
boost
is...
there. All you seem to do with this
Just can't get
gun
out of its own
is
way.
lose your boost. Once that happens, it's really easy for you to die. And it's
Maybe
kind of
that's why
difficult
nobody
to
uses
even
this
get
thing.
that 100 damage in the first place because you're a close range
stand
class.
still.
You're meant to be getting in
Yeah.
close to enemies to do big damage,
You can't
but
double
with a
jump.
small health pool and not so great speed, that gets a lot harder. So maybe you can run
This
in
thing
and do
is
100 damage.
not
but
very
even
good.
If you do and
Wow, you're just
survive,
asking to get
if you
air
take
blasted
damage
off.
in the fight, it'll knock it straight back down. And you'll probably take damage from their teammates as you try to escape, or your own target as they're dying. This happens so fucking often. Some of the comments in the classic video mentioned that in TFC, if you shot your enemies in the legs with a sniper rifle, it would slow them down. This is kind of like that mechanic, except worse, because it's everything in the game, and it doesn't even have to be aiming for you. Splash damage, miniguns, mini sentries,
fall damage,
regular sentries, flamethrowers, the fucking scorch shit, as if I needed another reason to hate the fucking scorch shit. Or pyros in general, I guess. Using this gun is like walking on eggshells that kill you.
I think he's a little mad.
What the hell can we even do about it? It makes you slower and weaker than base Scout, and the only upside can be taken away with a stray flare or splash damage. If only there was a way we could do a solid amount of damage at long range so we could get our
Is that why he
without
uses this
risk.
thing?
Wait a second.
That's
right, the flying guillotine pairs extremely well with the blaster. This is another situation like the Brass Beast episode where the secondary really makes the set.
Yeah.
Just by hitting your enemy once,
you have to,
the cleaver
you're
will
limited.
do 50 damage flat, no fall off, and it also
Do
does
any of you
bleed
use
damage,
this gun?
40 total over time. And by the time it's done,
actually, you want to
hit someone from a range beyond
you have a
point
strange
blank, it'll be ready to throw again, and you'll have almost all of your boost. At that point, it's a simple matter of running in with your new speed and doing damage.
Your new speed. I like the sound of that.
It's also a fantastic fallback tool, since the instant boost it gives you while running away and the boost over time it gives you can help give you the edge you need to escape
I don't like
bad
that
situations.
it limits you though.
However,
like you
it's
have
not
to
enough
use
to
it.
protect you from fire damage. That'll still win out over the boost you're getting from the bleed. And let's not forget, you have 2 weapons to help you with this. The Rap Assassin not only helps you complete the Holy Meter Trinity, it also works as a backup long-range damage and bleed tool for if you miss your cleaver. This set highly encourages you to play as a long-range pesterer to begin with. You might
It's like
be
throwing
pissing off
knives
your
and
enemies more
tomahawks
than
in
killing
Call of
them,
Duty.
But what I've found is that combining these weapons that on their own aren't the best in Scouts lineup can actually be surprisingly fun when you don't want to rip your
Oh yeah,
hair
I'm
out
sure it's
doing
fun.
it.
I mean,
Now,
play the
these
game for
don't
fun.
completely negate the downsides of the gun. You will still
No.
take splash damage and chip damage, but what they do
But if you like
is
going
give
fast.
you an out for when that does happen. With the pistols, you'd be chipping away at the enemy, not doing enough damage in the time you need
So you can't
to
use
get
the
away or
winger.
get closer. But with the cleaver, the burst damage effect it has is actually the perfect solution to the blaster's biggest problem. Although it
With
does
getting
warrant
hit,
mentioning,
yeah.
the pocket pistol's extra firing speed and
Oh,
healing
that's a
on
heavy.
hit does actually help as far as burst damage and
Huh.
getting lost health back goes. Wow, weapons in a set
Oh, yeah.
actually have synergy, who would have guessed? As far as the Rap Assassin
You're
goes,
right.
it's worth mentioning that this
What is
weapon
going
will
on here?
sometimes not function properly. And launching
What
the ball
in
in
the
certain
world?
locations like some staircases will cause it to shatter and damage you. So if you don't know where these
What?
bad spots are, it
Awesome
could
bastard.
actually be detrimental. It's best to use it in
Wait,
more open
you can't
areas
use a
to
melee weapon
mitigate
on
this
stairs or it
risk
hurts
somewhat.
you?
Unless that open area is all of bad water last. Once you're running around at the speed of sound, it can actually be kind of tricky to hit your shots because
Sound.
you're not going to be used to the speed boost. This is one of the harder aspects
It's
of the
spy.
gun to get used to. But at the very least,
Well-
this is a skill ceiling issue
Oh, he finally
rather
died.
than an issue with mechanics. Really, that's the whole story with this set. It's easy to understand, but hard to
If you're
learn and
good-
master. Hitting your
Yeah.
cleaver isn't always easy,
Time for the
but it
fastest projectile in the
recharges
game
so
that I've
quickly that you're able to get
love
your
it.
practice in a lot of matches, and you have to be really good at dodging without relying on your double jump, or else you're just gonna die. This
The
setup
ga-
encourages
yeah,
you
somehow.
to pick your fights more carefully, and keep at a medium distance.
He's wrangling.
You pepper enemies
Oh,
with chip
yikes.
damage and toss the occasional cleaver or rap assassin ball, so you can really make the most out of your speed boost since you're even further out of the enemy's range.
Yeah, I
And
understand
then
why
you
they're
run
using
in
this. I'm
close to
still
the
relatively
kill
new. I have
at
like
the
40
opportune
hours in the
moment.
game.
It's a gun that really
So-
encourages you to utilize one of
Yeah.
Scout's most effective gameplay tactics.
Why was he attacking the heavy and not the
Aggression.
medic?
Not recklessness, but aggression. If you use it right, you get into this kind of rhythm where it doesn't matter if you lose your boost since you run in, do a lot of damage, get
And
it
then
back,
leave.
and run away to live another day. It teaches you how to be careful, but still the classic aggressive Duck Scout. Your attitude shouldn't be,
Kind of
"Oh,
Duck
geez,
Scout.
Do I really
Wait.
want to go in there? It's scary." It should be, "Fuck it, I know I've got this guy. Let's go ruin his day."
It reminds
Think
me
about
of like
kinda
how you.
Bloodborne. That game has
No,
a
I've
mechanic
never
where if
played
you
that
take
game.
damage,
It's a lot
if
like
you're fast
Skyrim, I'm
enough,
guessing.
You can get your health back by doing more damage. The same concept applies to your boost.
Pyros are
In bad
major
situations, you're
exceptional. I'll
forced
engage
to
them in
commit
close
to
range.
fights more often. And once you win them, you'll usually
Kind of
have
reminds
a
me
game
of
for
how
the
I
free
like
getaway.
used to play
And even
Sombra
if someone
when I played
decides to start
Overwatch
shooting
many
at
many
you
years
as you
ago. I don't
run
play it
away,
anymore.
You can throw the cleaver or rap assassin ball to get some boost back. They're useful for more than just building your boost from zero. If you maintain a proper level of aggression, you can get your boost back in one clean meat shot on an enemy that has no chance of beating you, and go to places they don't expect you to be at all. By utilizing
boost is
flank
all the way
grabs,
up.
you can be
Ah,
a
that boost is
speedy
awesome.
terror that any class should be scared of. Even other scouts will have no chance of catching you. Pyros will have to
It's so
ambush you or
fast.
spam the hell out of the scorch shit to even try and light you on fire, and you'll be faster than the soldiers' rockets can even move. Your biggest
Wait,
concern will be
really?
engineers, but if you know where they are and avoid them properly, you're set to
Just
cause
outrun their
chaos
bullets.
at the speed of sound. Keep in mind, this isn't the
God,
most effective way to play Scout. Not even close.
No,
Stock
no.
scattergun, pistol, and basher is always going to be the competitive meta.
But I like
this
Force
set
Nature
is just a lot
because
of
it's
fun,
fun.
to use depending on your map.
Game
of
is supposed to be
choice.
fun.
Like if you're playing a really small choke-heavy map, don't even bother. You will kill yourself before you have fun with this gun. But in any other situation, it's more fun than you'd expect, and it might just give
Oh,
you
yeah, I'm
that
sure it's
little
more fun.
taste of the good old days. The Babyface's blaster
good
has
old days.
surprised me by how not trash it is. But let's make it a little less trash. That
How
speed
so?
drop has got to be more forgiving. I say somewhere in the 65 to 75 damage range should be
Yeah,
enough to
that-
drop
yeah,
you from
for sure.
100 to
25 is
0.
way too low.
You could even compensate for this by making the boost take slightly more damage to get to 100. Like maybe 150, 175.
That'd be a
I think
lot.
this is the simplest way to make the Babyface more usable in a mainstream way without
But
making it too over.
Do Valve,
The boost
watch
drop
his
on hit
videos?
isn't a bad concept on paper.
Have any
It's
of his
just way
guides like
too
actually helped
crippling
him?
in its current form.
Well, 2020.
Also,
this is like
patch the
relatively
scout
new.
being able to outrun his hitbox and let me festivize it, and I think you have a weapon that will get people buying Stranges and Killstreak kits off the market again. I'm glad we had an episode where we could actually talk about rebalancing for once. Let's have more of these in the future. That's it for me today. Go out there and break the sound barrier and tell it that fish sent you.
Yes. Dude, good videos. Like I said, I did not know that about the Babyface Blaster. Maybe I should have started my... There was a couple funny clips I couldn't fit in the video. Maybe I should have watched his videos before I ever played the game. A vote currently in progress. What are these... What is he doing? But he's not playing a scout. Oh yeah, that person's been paying. That's probably a good thing. I don't know what just happened there. What? I'm sorry, why did pretzels come out? Engineer Gaming? Being idle? What is that teleporter spot? How did he even get there? Think you can make that jump? No, I don't think you can. Do it, coward. Hey, he can't make that jump. He's in a rocket jump. Ah, they kicked him. Oh my god. Well deserved. Nope, nope, nope. Okay. Well, that was the Babyface's Blaster. Not sure where I got the name from. It's like a Mafia reference or something because Scout's from Boston. I'm not really sure. Yeah, so it actually makes you go really, really fast. And y'all know I love going fast. As a fast human myself, and I love speed characters and speed builds and stuff like that. Like World of Tanks, I played like 9,000 battles. I'm a light tank driver. Obviously, can't hit what's not there. I love going fast. I love like just mobility characters that are just so fast. It's literally my favorite. That's why I love Demo Knight so much. That's why I love Scout so much. So I might have to try this at some point. I definitely will. Like I said, I'm going to start streaming this game here in the near future. I've actually taken a couple weeks off of playing the game just because of like having to edit the videos, and they take so much effort. It kind of like burned me out of the game. So before I start streaming it more often and streaming it more and playing it more, I'm going to come back into it fresh. And I still love these videos, so they're still going to keep coming out. So make sure to subscribe so you don't miss it. I hope you have a great rest of the day. But until the next video, take care and cue the music.
We were playing